you think that Diddy's the only person doing stuff like this? So
Absolutely
maybe he's
not.
the poster child at this point, but you know, this trial is going to pull back the curtain on what the hell is going on behind
There's
the
a challenge,
scenes.
though. Are you following any of the stories with us
Yeah,
or not
I'm seeing
really?
what's going on here. Why?
Okay, so there's a few things that's a little bit you got to be careful with on what's going on here, because there's one thing that was shown that they have to answer. By the way, go back to that the fact you just had it up right there, Rob. So Diddy was asked what Cassie called her grandfather, then made her call him by that name. Testimony, Pop. So
Did you want Sean to use it on you? Cassie, I didn't want anyone to use it on me. Prosecutor, how often did it happen? Answer, often enough.
In opening statements, what struck me was how the defense attorney openly admitted that her client committed domestic violence, but then tried to argue, well, that's not sex trafficking for which he's charged.
Anything that you may want to confess tonight before you go in?
I keep everything right here.
There you go.
Or right here.
There you go.
I'm standing outside of the Manhattan Federal Courthouse right now, where we just wrapped up day 5, the full first week of witness testimony in the criminal trial against Sean Combs. We had today a lot more cross-examination of Cassie Ventura, where she was asked to acknowledge text messages that she sent that sometimes expressed lovingness towards Sean Combs and sometimes even expressed a willingness when it came to freak-off sex parties. Cassie Ventura was also asked on the witness stand today about the $20 million financial settlement that she got from Sean Combs and his businesses after she sued him in late 2023. Basically, the defense today tried to suggest that Cassie Ventura is in it for the money, and maybe that's the explanation for her testimony in this case. Then we heard from 2 other witnesses today. One was a government special agent who talked about finding and photographing things that she found in Sean Combs' hotel room when he was arrested. That included drugs, and that included lots of lubricants, baby oil and other lubricants in his hotel room. Then we heard from someone named Don Richard. This is an entertainer and musician who was part of Sean Combs' Bad Boy Records. So that's what we heard today, and we're slated for more testimony next week.
He made her call him Pop and described how his eyes would go
you know
back.
why Pop?
Why?
Because that's her grandfather's nickname.
No.
He asked, what's your grandfather's nickname?
What?
She says Pop. She says, moving forward, I want you to call me Pop.
Bella.
What? Pop is the name he wanted to be called because that's what she called her grandfather. Not even her daddy, her grandfather.
Wow.
Go back to that the fact you just had it up right there, Rob. So Diddy was asked what Cassie called her grandfather, then made her call him by that name. Testimony, Pop.
Diddy just got caught red-handed, and now there's no way out. In the most explosive courtroom moment yet, Cassie Ventura finally told everything. Her voice shook, but her words didn't. The courtroom sat in silence as she revealed exactly what Diddy put her through. This wasn't just a relationship gone wrong. This was a full-blown horror story. And it all played out on the witness stand, in front of the world. The defense tried to twist her words. They threw text messages, old emails, and hotel receipts at her. But Cassie stood strong. She told them about the drugs, the freak-offs, the threats, and the fear. Every detail was more disturbing than the last. And when the defense played an audio of Diddy threatening to cut her up if she didn't show him a video, the entire courtroom froze. There was no denying it now. Diddy had been living a double life. In public, he was the flashy mogul, but behind closed doors, he was someone else entirely. Cassie described a world where love came with pain, where fame came with fear. She recalled the night at the Intercontinental Hotel. Diddy, drunk and high, accused her of cheating. He ripped the phone out of her hand. He left her stranded. Her mom had to call the cops. That was just one night out of many. She said he took her passport, her car, her freedom. And when she tried to walk away, he lured her back in, sometimes with sweet words, sometimes with threats. "You were always my ride or die," he once messaged her. But in court, Cassie said she felt like his prisoner. Then came the bombshell, the video. In the audio played by the defense, Diddy was heard screaming, "If you don't show me the tape, I'll kill you." His voice was raw, angry, terrifying. He talked about blood. He said it wouldn't be on his hands, but someone else's. The courtroom couldn't believe it. Even the judge had to take a break. Cassie said Diddy spent tons of money making sure that video never saw the light of day. She didn't trust anyone around him. She was scared of his escorts. She was scared of his friends. She even told the court that he once played a video of her and another man just to blackmail her into another freak-off. This wasn't a relationship. It was a trap. Then came the drugs. She told the court about Arizona, about going to Sedona just to escape the chaos. She needed rehab. She needed therapy. She talked about EMDR, PTSD, neurofeedback. This wasn't just emotional pain. This was trauma, deep and real. And Diddy knew exactly what he was doing. In one message, he pressured her to join a freak-off. "You didn't tell him you didn't want to do freak-offs anymore," he wrote. "But you didn't say it, did you?" She answered with silence. Because when she did say no, things got worse. He'd scream, threaten, use her career against her. She said yes, she did freak-offs. At first, willingly, but when she wanted to stop, she couldn't. Because saying no meant risking everything, her safety, her job, her future. The courtroom heard about Gina, about the night she caught Diddy cheating. That was her final straw. She called it closure, but it wasn't the end. Diddy still messaged her. "Want to freak off one last time?" he wrote. And Cassie, scarred and afraid, answered back. Even years later, when she was married to someone else, Diddy still had a hold on her. Her new husband once FaceTimed her during one of those nights. She didn't tell him what was happening. The shame was too heavy. And when Diddy showed up at Kim Porter's memorial, calling Kim his soulmate, it broke Cassie all over again. That was the last time she ever saw him. And she told the courtroom, "I never saw him again. I don't know about letting me go." But it wasn't just personal. Diddy was strategic. He used Cassie to build his empire. He got her into studios with Nicki Minaj, Rick Ross, Lil Wayne. He gave her access, then took everything back. Every opportunity came with a cost. She kept her old phones, scared of what might be on them. The freak-off videos, the texts, the blackmail. She said she couldn't even bring the phones to an Apple store. That's how bad it was. And now, the legal system is closing in. Cassie's civil case already earned a huge settlement. But in court, she said money wasn't the point. "I'd give it back just to get my agency back," she said, "just to get my life back." That hit hard. The prosecution wrapped up their case with a single question. "Do you have any doubt that Sean Diddy Combs hurt you?" Cassie didn't blink. "I have no doubt." The courtroom fell silent. There were no more questions. Now, it's not just Cassie. It's the FBI. It's Homeland Security. It's agents, tapes, testimonies, indictments. Diddy's walls are closing in fast, and his old tricks, his charm, his money, his lies, aren't working anymore. Brands are cutting ties. Celebrities are distancing themselves. Former allies are turning into witnesses. The empire is cracking, and there's no one left to protect him. Cassie's testimony wasn't just powerful, it was final. She ended the trial with one sentence that silenced the room. "He opened a world of chaos." That chaos is now swallowing Diddy whole. And here's the truth. Diddy tried to bury the past. He tried to hide the tapes, silence the victims, and rewrite history. But the courtroom heard it all. The messages, the threats, the tears. Now Diddy's reputation is in flames. His music won't save him. His power won't shield him. His past is eating him alive. This isn't just a scandal anymore. It's a reckoning. And Diddy? He's not walking away from this one.